Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Pater Voss, the Papa Fox, and we are going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity by Obsidian Entertainment. There has been a bit of a delay, a one-day delay, actually. I wasn't able to put up a video yesterday because I was feeling absolutely exhausted. So, I also had a bit of a recording problem. I had neglected to actually hit the record button, which I'm going to do again right now, just in case. I had explored a lot of this. We had done a little quest for a young boy right here to get him a dagger. We had explored the Hall of Revealed Mysteries, and we got a quest there. We also took a look in the Scrivener's dormitory and picked up a secret item right here. We also talked with this fellow right down here. It was right in front of... Oh, not right down here. Excuse me. He was right over here, and he was talking about some sort of quest we could do in the Catacombs. So we haven't missed a whole lot, but I do apologize for having to cut a lot of that out. Let's actually see what we have on our quest docket. There we go. Enter the Catacombs. That's exactly what we are looking to do. We have a lot of this stuff. Master below. Okay, Trials of Endurance. And Fragments of a Scattered Faith. Okay, so we are going to, without further ado, enter the Catacombs. Let's see what we can see. Oh, man, this has been a week. It's been about a whole week, actually, since I last... A little over a week, actually. Maybe about 2 since I last recorded.
Sure.
My wife just got done with her extremely hectic, intense schedule. She's working on a Christmas show for her university's department. And it was beautiful, but holy moly, there was so much to do. So I'm glad to have a little bit of R&R. She's certainly glad to have a little bit of an R&R. And my son's certainly happy to have bedtime with mommy tonight, so that's awesome. Let's talk with this dead initiate. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries towards you, as though you were a solitary light in a dark gloam of this place, come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp, grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing. His clothes are shredded. Sagani draws up next to you. You all right? Looked almost like you lost your footing for a minute. It feels that way when I see into the ether. She watches you quietly. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually such individuals become elders, a lone set of tracks in the snow. She cocks her head. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd been picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Don't worry about him. He just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer him up, so I just let him. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time he goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. Kana grins. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get him to tell you what the spirit said. Yeah, well, there we go. Viscous, foul-smelling sludge ebbs in the trench.
Easy does it.
We're gonna want to be wary for trapeze. Okay, we got some black ooze.
I'll teach you a lesson.
The black ooze. More ooze. More ooze than I can shake a stick at. It's actually probably what I'm going to do. Except none of my characters actually use a quarterstaff, so it's not really shaking a stick at an ooze. Well, I guess if you count Aeloth's wand, so to speak. Oh.
Light, flame,
Here.
and sound.
Don't want to hit any traps. Nothing here. Okay. There's one of those Kickstarter remembrance panels. That's awesome. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we got some money. We are grave robbing, tomb raiding, in other words. Oh, I want to take a look at this. No, we're gonna go back here. There we. Yeah, we're gonna keep it like that. There we go. That should work out nicely. Right.
I'll take a peek.
Oh yes, you'll definitely take a peek. You'll take a peek right at this. Ooh boy!
Show 'em how it's done.
Oh man. No. Kana, you're gonna have to go back here and deal with this guy. Come on. There we go. Wonderful. Oh man. That caught me by surprise. Endurance, get out of the way. Okay, Aider.
You can trust me.
There we go. What is going on with this guy? Alrighty, he was just like all about getting up and doing his business. That was not fun. It was probably the troll that attacked our good corpse. Right. Let's go ahead and loot. Oh, what's that? Milk? We got milk? Why do we pick up milk from the ooze?
They'll never know
that
I'm
just
here.
doesn't seem sanitary. Holy cow. Oh, literally. Oh my. I crack myself up sometimes. Okay. Ooh. Well, there's something here. I don't think we have the skill to activate it yet. So let's see what else we can find. Let's see actually how big. Ooh, this is a fairly big map. Alrighty. I have a feeling there's probably going to be a trap in here.
You might find this interesting.
Aha! There is indeed a trap. And it's been disarmed. What do we got? Fenwalkers. Okay, we got defense against stuck, paralyzed, and hobbled. That's useful. Not the most useful, however, since I spend most of my time in a tight defensive formation. Okay, let's take a look at this catacomb. Inching along, singing a song. And we got some mail, peridot, and some cash money. And lockpicks. People love sticking their lockpicks in odd places, so to speak. So yeah, it's been a bit of a relaxing bit. I got the flu, my wife got the flu, my son got the flu, everybody got the flu. It was not fun.
What do you
Last
suppose
week I
that
was
bally
just
thing
retching
is?
all over the place. One of the mornings, and oh man, it was not fun at all. But it passed fairly quickly. But shoof. Yeah, it really gets in the way of doing housework and everything. I'm trying to get better in the habit of doing stuff like that because it's not something I was terribly skilled at growing up. It was kind of something I was a bit lacking on in the instruction and things of that sort. But I suppose that kind of comes with the territory of just how things are. One of the things I am ever thankful for, though, is that we are teaching my son
Easy does
to do a lot more of the chores and household maintenance things. Like, he loves helping. If he doesn't help, he actually starts throwing a fit, which is kind of neat, especially when we have groceries. We just hand him one. He just toddles on over, picks it up with his tiny little hands, and marches right over to Mama.
And what does the flame
Which is
reveal?
absolutely awesome. When he gets a little older, I might actually have him sit on my lap and as I do some of these recordings. I tried one episode. That worked okay. But, I think it might work better for a slower paced game or for a
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
for an
Which
RTS
is
of some sort.
not very.
Or not RTS, turn-based game of some sort. Hey. I think we got this one in the bag.
That's it!
You guys go back here. Eat to Musk. There you go. Want to go help Hater out. Oh, we should have switched Conan back over to his pistol. And in fact, we are going to do that right now.
Following your...
There we go. That is exactly what I'd like to see. And we haven't even had to break a sweat using the spells and stuff. That's the wonder of the endless paths. They allow you to give the enemy what for. We're gonna bunch it back up again. Make sure we get in a nice, nice formation. Alrighty. Ah, skeletal fighters. Let's go ahead and I wonder why we would let skeletal fighters exist in their catacombs. That just seems like a bad idea. Okay. There we go. Wonderful. We might have to camp soon. Ader is looking a little rough. Just a little rough. Oh boy. Okay, we should have gone around the other way. Well. Let's see. Mark. Skeletal wizard, skeletal wizard. Mark
Teach
that.
you a lesson!
Now we are going to do wounding shot. We're going to attack him. You are also going to attack him. And Kana, please go ahead and attack him as well. Okay. Let's see if we can blast them into oblivion. Oh, no. That. Boy, oh boy. Okay.
Show them how it's done!
There we go. Oof, man, that was close.
That's it!
Yeah, we're definitely gonna want to take a rest here, and we're getting. So I really do like the health and endurance aspect to this game. I think it really adds something to it. Alrighty.
Hey there.
Shh. What does the flame reveal?
I don't know what the flame reveals. Okay, let's go ahead and take a rest. A resticle. Probably could have gotten away with not doing that, but eh. Armored corpse.
What you suppose that pally thing is?
Oh boy. Well. What the bloody heck happened?
Margaren's fire gives light in dark.
Well, that was quite odd.
You should see this.
Oh boy. These traps are something else. Failed to disarm the trap. Oh boy. Well, somebody doesn't want us to come in here. I have a feeling we are going to find out. Ah! Helig of Thane. Ah, that's the guy. Okay, there we go. A lone figure in a tattered robe shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores, overgrown by a moss-like beard.
What? What's this? Who holds Helig's work?
It's a voice. Its voice rattles and gurgles like that of a drowning man. What are you doing down here?
Research. A hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well, and an abundant supply of subjects. If there's nothing else, be on your way.
What are those creatures behind you?
Just a few personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well animated.
Or maintained.
They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but
He watches one stumble as one stumbles into a desk.
they serve for amusement.
I was just exploring the catacombs. The figure aims a gnarled finger at the door.
Then go, and thank your gods I'm not hungry.
You're Helig. Dalton sent me to look for Rona. So basically, the quest that we were sent on, this old adventurer has a amulet that seems to make him hear voices. Rona was his lady love, who was also an adventurer with him, and they went into chasing this guy, who is a necromancer, into the catacombs and found out it was more than they bargained for. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from his chest to throat. It spatters a black viscous liquid on the floor with every cackle.
Oh, fool is still alive? I do hope he doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago.
What can you tell me about Dalton?
Only that it's a miracle, or a joke, of the gods that he's still alive.
He picks a bloodied crust from his beard.
The only thing you loved more than his fetching lieutenant was the idea of his own legend.
He said you killed Rona and the rest of the Northwatch Rangers.
Did he mention that they hunted me down like a rabid dog?
He adjusts his moth-eaten robes.
I just wanted to continue my studies. Attitudes toward animancy were not what they are now, and necromancers have never met with much acceptance. But they're corpses now, and so am I. Surely that's all well enough behind us.
Do you know where Rona is? He seems to restrain another bout of chuckling.
Oh, you could say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Modred, I would let you in on a secret.
What if I just beat that secret out of you? You could try, but then you'll just end up dead. Now we're gonna... what do you need me to do? Defiance Bay, hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at Brackenberry Sanitarium for a few months when I met Mordred. He spits a glob of black blood on the floor.
Let's just say Mordred and I didn't see eye to eye. Got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made good on his threat.
He runs a jagged fingernail along his oozing wound.
Sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping and dumped my body in the catacombs.
If Mordred killed you, how are we having this conversation?
I preserved my mind and memories with Gwithing magic and a few timely preparations.
He looks at his rotting hands.
Yet now my soul is anchored to this decaying husk.
His claw-like hands clench into fists.
Mordred stole a life from me and left me with this wrecked corpse and this craving.
He clutches his stomach and glances at you hungrily, but only for a second. Let's check to see how much time we have left on the ticker.
Mordred keeps all that is precious to him in a trunk in his laboratory. Just as he stole my grimoire,
He offers you a key with a claw-like hand. On our way to Brackenberry Sanitarium, then.
Bring me my grimoire and my revenge, and you can have your Rowena.
He chokes on a burbling chuckle. Tarnished locket. Huh. Well, we're gonna take it. Not yet. Okay. Well, that's not a big a surprise. We're eventually going to deal with him. Well, that's going to be the end of the episode. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button or give me some feedback if you prefer. Of course, a subscription to the channel would also be amazing if you enjoy my other work. Alrighty, hope you take care now. Wait a second. I hope you come back and pull up a chair next time for some more Pillars of Eternity. Alrighty, you take care now. Bye.